Today, I want us to talk about money. Yes, how to make extra income and making extra cash because we know you have got a lot of bills to pay and you've got a lot of investments to make, and obviously, you have a lot of things that you might need extra cash to take care of. To start with, the usage of recruitment agencies in any job sector, not this, not limited to even only the healthcare sector. It's something that is inevitable. Day in, day out, there are staff shortages on our wards in the clinical setting. So always there's the need for healthcare workers. So right from healthcare assistants to nurses, qualified nurses, to doctors, to physiotherapists, to occupational therapists, and all that. My name is Abdul, and welcome to the Travelers YouTube channel. If this is the first time you're watching me, kindly like, share, and also, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Today, I would want us to look at the 10 highest paying nursing agencies in the UK. Yeah, you heard me right. 10 highest paying nursing agencies in the UK. I'm going to give you a recap of what they do, how much they pay, and of course, the some of the benefits you might gain in joining them. All right, so joining an agency, getting to do part time of your main employer. You can either decide to do bank shift with your employer or decide to do with a second employer. That is fine, and that is accepted in the UK, and that is accepted worldwide. I must admit, there are things that you should look out for. Of course, when I say the 10 most highest paying, these also render the best services that you could get from anywhere. Some of them even give you benefit that in quotes you might not even get from your main employer. So before we look at the 10 best nursing agencies in the UK, there are some things that you consider, or there are things that we considered before adjourning them the best 10 highest paying nursing agencies in the UK. So one of the things that we looked at is their pay. Of course, the pay rate is very paramount. It's key, isn't it? Because it's all about it's all about the money, and also some of them do pay you when you are sick. Some pay sick pay. So it isn't all nursing agencies that do that. Okay, so these some of these that among the 10 that I'm going to mention do pay for sick leave, and also the kind of training that they provide. Some agencies will make sure you meet the requisite training you need to work in a clinical setting. So some of them will offer the training for free, while others do that at a fee. So an agency that will provide you with the requisite knowledge and making sure you are up to date and up to tax is an agency that you should join. And also the customer service. Some of these agencies, you pick shifts, and you get stranded, or when you have an issue, it takes a very long time for them to resolve. Others don't bother at all because probably they think you are working elsewhere and you are rather doing them, or they are rather doing you a favor. But there are some agencies that have a very good customer relationship that they tend to attend to you in terms of needs. So these are the things that you should look after. Don't just sign up for any agency because of how much they pay. Then also their track record. There are numerous agencies in the UK right now, nursing agencies. There are lots, there are thousands or hundreds, I must say. But you have to look at the ones that have a proven track record. And also look at how they treat their newcomers, how they take you through their induction, how they provide you with the necessary information that you need to survive in doing the agency work and all that. So these are the parameters on which we stood, okay, to get these or classify these agencies as the top 10 nursing agencies in the UK. So if you are looking for an agency to join, then you should be able to pick from this list that I'm going to provide. Number 10 on my list. None of these others might interchange depending on where you are, depending on the type of shifts that you pick with them. So these pay rates that I'm going to mention will also depend on your specialty. It will depend on the agency that they need you to cover the shift. So some might be my number 10. However, in some stages it might come up to be number 7 or number 8. So number 10 on my list is Alpha 24 Plus. So Alpha 24 Plus is one of the leading nursing recruitment agencies in the UK, where you can pick your overtime or do bank shift with them. So provided you are the RMN, you are adult nursing midwife, those in ICU and theater nursing and all that, they have various job positions, and they work with various clients across the UK. Number 9 is Swiss Healthcare. Yeah, Swiss Healthcare also has a very good rate, and they also pay between 30 to 45 pounds per hour, depending on where you pick the shift and depending on your specialty as well. So Swiss Healthcare also provide they have a very good customer relationship, and they do give feedback, and they make sure you meet their requisite you have the requisite training to do your agency or bank shift. Number 8 on my list is Florence. Yeah, Florence is a very good agency, I must admit. Some of these agencies like Florence, you should at least be practicing the UK for a year before you can join Florence. So Florence is one of the agencies that tend to protect your PIN as well. I must commend them for that, because they make sure if you're on tier 2 visa, you don't work more than the necessary extra hours that is required in order for you not to be get into trouble with either your employer, with home office or that. So they are very strict on that compliance, i.e. looking at the number of hours or extra hours that you can work. So with Florence, you have a lot of options. You can decide to work only in the care homes or the nursing homes, and not even work in the NHS. However, they have the option for you to even sign up for their NHS shift as well if you want to continue working there. So if you want to have experience in different working environments, then Florence is one of the agencies that you might consider joining. They also have a very good rate. They pay from mid-20s, so 25, 30, 40, sometimes 50, as I said, depending on the location of the job, and also depending on how urgent they need you. See, anything from mid-20s to up to 50 pounds per hour. Yes, it's something that you can get off Florence Healthcare. Number 7 on my list is the BNA, that is the British Nursing Association. Trust me, these guys are very serious. If you see the queue, you getting your clearance interview, Charlie, it's not easy. BNA is good, and BNA pays good money, trust me. BNA as an adult nurse, you can even get 56 pounds an hour. Yeah, sometimes they pay high if you can only cover the distance. If I can travel far, yeah, 56 pounds, you can get that from BNA. You can get anything from 30 and above, so that is the range. They also do pay well from 30, from 40, from 50, and all that they pay. And number 6 is Pulse Jobs. Pulse is also good. So just as most of the agencies, Pulse deals with occupational therapists, they do physiotherapists, they deal with nurse practitioners, nurses, doctors, all members of the health team. So all healthcare jobs, healthcare assistants or carer jobs, you can get with Pulse. Pulse also have a very good rate. They pay from 25, 27 and above, also depending on their location and all that. And they have a very, very good customer relation. Then number 5 on my list is Mayfair Specialist Nursing. This nursing agency, they pay. If you are into any specialty, so adult nurse, those who work in the ICU, so theater nurses, mental health nurses, this is the agency for you. Trust me, they pay, especially on their bank holiday. Their bank holiday rate is very, very good. Very, very good. And they have loads and loads of shifts almost every time. Almost every time they have lots and lots of shifts available. And yes, they also have a very proactive team that makes sure that you comply and have all the necessary documentations that you need to work in the UK. Number 4 on my list is Platinum. Oh God, Platinum Nursing. I don't know. These guys are serious. Platinum Nursing Agency are good. Trust me, they are really good. And see, Platinum Nursing Agency. Yeah. So those of you who want to just leave the permanent job, if you want to leave your employer and just do just agency, Platinum is one of the companies that you should be looking out for. Platinum are so serious to the extent that they give block and ad hoc shifts. So if you want like 3 months, 6 months, they need staff who are willing to work in that manner. So as an agency nurse with Platinum, you can be earning like 7 to 8k a month. So you get more than 2,000, 2k, 2 grand in a week. They are serious, provided you can pick that fixed 3 months. So you negotiate, and if you are getting like 40 or 45 pounds, 40 or 45 pounds an hour. And also they also deal in specialties as well. So intensive care, those who are in the theater, scrub nurses, adult nursing and all that. Platinum, they pay, and they are good for the block shifts. Number 3 on my list is Green Staff Medical. Green Staff, their rate is very tempting. Green Staff pays like from 30 to 62 pounds. Green Staff Medical. They pay. Green Staff Medical, check them out. Yeah, it's a very good agency. The number 2 on my list, Ambition 24. Ambition 24. These guys, look, for you to get even, when you start the application, so Ambition 24 is part of the A24 group. So they have the Mayfair, they have the British Nurses Association, and they have the Ambition 24. They're all one group, and they are very serious. They communicate with you through WhatsApp, through your emails, just making sure. So they'll be checking your DBS, immunity, COVID vaccine, and all that. They do thorough background checks before you, because of their rates. They do a very thorough background checks before you could start picking shifts. And trust me, this is Ambition 24 is the agency for registered nurses, adult nurses. Ambition also has a very high rate. So on average, you can get 40, 45. Sometimes you can get even mid-20s. It's because sometimes it drops. I must be frank. It's not always you'll be getting the 30s and the 40s. Sometimes it goes as down as 25, or depending on, again, where you'll be working. So Ambition 24, they are based in Sutton, somewhere in London. So yeah, number 1, my personal number 1 is Thornbury Nursing. Thornbury Nursing. Thornbury has a very high rate, especially their bank holiday rates. They pay, even with HCAs. If you are an HCA with Thornbury, you can be earning 20 pounds an hour. And one thing I like about Thornbury is that Thornbury pays your mileage. So wherever you pick the shift and you travel to, they pay the mileage. They pay 25p per mile. So if you are traveling 30 miles, they times 25, they pay, and they pay your salary as well. They pay your wages. That's Tonbri for you. And with Tonbri, when you pick a confirmed shift on the app and the shift ends up being cancelled, they pay 25%. They pay. Just the shift has been, you picked the shift was confirmed, and now the shift has been cancelled, they pay. They give you something for the cancellation. You get it? They give you something for the cancellation. They are very, very serious. And with Tonbri, if you want to know how serious they are, you can register with Tonbri, and it will take you like 1 month or sometimes more than 1 month for you to just get an interview slot for them to interview you. It's just like you are just applying for a permanent job position. They are very serious. It will take you like just a month to get clearance from them, because they have to do all their end with Tonbri. If you are with Tonbri, then you should be willing to work like emergency shifts. They can call you like 4 hours to the shift that they need people, and if you drive too, it is an advantage for them. Okay, yeah, if you drive, because they want people that can pick shifts at any time. So most of these agencies that I've mentioned, you have to work in the UK for some number of months or years, probably 1 year, before you can register with them. So this is an avenue for you to be getting, and these agencies with their pay rates, it means one long shift, you are earning like 350, 400, 500, even sometimes 600 pounds for just 1 day. Yeah, for just one shift. And most of them to have flexible shift. You can do an early shift, you can do a late shift, twilight, or long days. Yeah, so this is my personal top 10. Someone might disagree, but this is my personal top 10, and it isn't final, so you can make adjustment and make your own investigation. Agency work is good, however, you should be mindful. What I always tell people is that when you're doing agency work, you are not doing the agency work with a different PIN or a different license. It is the same license from NMC. So with all the seriousness that you do with your permanent employer, you should carry or transfer the same seriousness and consciousness when you are doing your agency or bank shift, because the little mistake that you might commit might cost you your PIN. So in as much as there is money, it comes with its own risk. So if I'm telling you the good side of it, I might as well tell you the downside of it. So if I prepared for agency work, you should prepare for anything, and just make sure it's not, we are not just going after cheap money and all that, but you are going to do due diligence and be professional at all times. Then you will enjoy the agency work, and you wouldn't have problems with anyone. Thank you very much for watching. Kindly like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscription button. And finally, when you get the agency jobs and you are making money, please try and send me my commission.